Hi, my name is Logan Vredebug, and I am an avid supporter of the legalization movement. Up until I was about 17 years old, people used to tell me that marijuana was a deadly drug and a drain on society. There were even moments where I was told by others that people who use marijuana are failures. And that's when I began to get so intrigued with the marijuana movement, because there were so many viewpoints, but there was nothing in the middle. People were either far left or far right. And that's why I wanted to discover marijuana and see for myself what marijuana truly means to our society. The reason that this marijuana topic is so controversial today is because Attorney General Jeff Sessions recently rescinded a bill that allowed states to legalize marijuana. Basically, what he did in rescinding this bill meant that states that legalize marijuana now do not have the federal protection of the government, and federal prosecutors can now go into those states, even though it's legal, and prosecute users and owners of marijuana businesses. Jeff Sessions even went as far as to say that good people don't smoke marijuana.
Good people don't smoke marijuana. Good people don't smoke marijuana. Good people don't smoke marijuana.
One of the more superior arguments to marijuana legalization is that if legalized, students and minors would be more inclined to participate, and it would lead to an increase in drug usage by adolescents. As stated by Laura Sanders, adolescents who heavily use marijuana are more likely to perform poorly and drop out. In this argument, Sanders uses a logical fallacy called post hoc ergo propter hoc. And this logical fallacy is intended to misguide the audience into believing that because one event followed another, that first event caused the second. So in her argument that because students who use marijuana drop out, she's inferring that since these students use marijuana, they dropped out, when really there were so many other factors that led into those students dropping out, and some of those factors may even have led to those students trying marijuana. Not only does Sanders use a logical fallacy in her argument, but she refrains to give any credit to the opposition's point of view that by not legalizing marijuana, it's making it easier for adolescents to get it because drug dealers don't have any geographical boundaries. And as stated by the Economic Case for Marijuana Legalization in Canada, Meredith Flister states that the lack of regulation does not effectively impede selling to minors while also placing no geographical border on distribution. This basically means that it's easier now for kids to get marijuana because there's no regulation on it. And if it were to be legalized, there would be enough regulation to where we'd be able to keep it out of kids' hands. Another main argument against the legalization movement is that marijuana is not a benign drug and shares many features with other illicit drugs. And this, in fact, is another logical fallacy that's called straw man. And straw man states that you first distort your opponent's argument and then you argue against it. To state that marijuana is a benign drug, which means harmless, is distorting the opponent's argument, because nobody who believes in legalizing marijuana will say that weed is harmless. Additionally, this journal failed to mention the benefits of using marijuana to reduce and eliminate addictions of other deadly drugs. Now, the Humboldt State University Department of Sociology stated that patients reportedly completed eliminating prescription opiates by substituting medical marijuana. Other patients noted that by using medical marijuana, they were able to completely eliminate the use of narcotic drugs as well. My last statement for why marijuana should be legalized is this. There have been 0 reported deaths in the history of the world that are linked to marijuana. And at the end of this video, I've added a short clip by Now This News that will illustrate the powerful medical benefits that can be taken from marijuana. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please spread the word and spread awareness to the cause.
My goal for him is to hear his voice, to hear him talk. We just want him to be happy.
This is more than just make it so that he doesn't have seizures anymore. I want him back. I want him to thrive and live and enjoy us. And if a plant can do that, why do we object?
Some of the kids clearly became more verbal, better coordination. I had one child who started walking while they were using the medications.
We instantly saw results. He was smiling again. We noticed the decrease in seizures. He was able to transition. And at this point, he was finally able to gain cognitive skills.